So Valorant just released the agent trailer for Harbor. It's pretty awesome, go check it out if you haven't already. But in this trailer we get our first proper look at some of his abilities in action, so I'll be trying to figure out roughly how they're going to work in game. This is just my own interpretation of the few things we see in this trailer, so be sure to let me know what you think of his abilities as well and how they're going to work. First ability we see in this trailer is his water wall, and it sort of looks like you can't shoot through it just in this shot here. I could be wrong on this, but you only see these ripples in the wall, and then on the other side when the wall drops, there's no damage done by the bullets or anything like that. Maybe that's just how the wall looks when you try and shoot through it and the bullets will go through, but maybe the wall will somehow change the bullets in some way, so you can shoot through it, but you won't be accurate or something like that. Also, to cast this ability, it seems like Harbor will throw out this orb. The wall will then follow the path of that orb until it comes into contact with the wall, or maybe he can cancel it, but you can see that's what he's doing here. Next we have this ability, which at first we all pretty much figured was going to be a normal smoke, like the other controllers, just that you could see through it, but not shoot through it, or something along those lines. But I'm going to pose a different idea now. In the description of the trailer, they talk about Harbor being able to shield his allies, and I wonder if this is an ability that he can actually cast onto a teammate to protect them. Think like a Zarya bubble from Overwatch. Regardless, this ability is definitely some sort of bubble, and you definitely can't shoot through it. The question remains now whether its purpose is as a smoke or as a shield. Now this third ability is less clear, and it seems like he's getting the water to chase down the enemies almost. Since he's a controller, it makes sense to be an ability to take some sort of map control, so maybe he can send out a wave of water that stuns enemies on impact. We don't get a great look at what happens to these guys caught by the water here, so it's hard to say for sure, but I can imagine some sort of tidal wave similar to a breach ult, where it stuns enemies if it hits them. We then have this final ability, which I presume is his ultimate, and I think it's going to be some sort of whirlpool, similar to an Astra suck. Obviously we already have an ability like that in the game with Astra, so I'm not sure how they're going to make it different. But you can see here, it seems like there's a big ring of water forming on the ground. These two enemies seem to be getting pulled into the center, and in his hand, the object seems to be spinning around like a whirlpool. So those are the abilities of Harbor, based on his trailer as far as I'm concerned. I can't wait to see how wrong I am with these, except maybe the wall one, but let me know what you guys think his abilities will be too.